Hello everyone, I'm Tim. Today I'd like to introduce a book, very interesting book. This book is the name is Work Rules. It's talk about Google's culture, Google's organization, Google's management, and Google's employees. This book is written by Laszlo Bock. He is a Romania-born American businessman. Actually, he was formerly the senior vice president of people operation at Google between 2006 and 2016, almost 10 years. He had worked in Google. During his tenure, Google has been recognized over 10,000 times as an exceptional employee, including being named the best company to work for in the USA and 16 other countries. This book is made covers Google's culture and Google's organization and Google's management, management, and also Google's hiring policy. I think this book will help you and support you or inspire you, for example, how to build a learning installation organization. Of course, this book is not the everything being rose in the garden. You just this book also have not worked. Have not this book also covers some things that have not worked in Google. For example, Google's mistakes. And I hope this book can help you or inspire you. Of course, I can't cover each details in this book. Actually, I could use 4 sentences to describe the main contents of this book. The first is develop a high freedom culture. Secondly, high audit burst. Thirdly, management performance. Fourthly, empower learning and growth. These 4 principles of Google culture, hiring policy, management policy, and also uh, learning organization support Google's mission. Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make the university accessible and useful. Let me talk one by one. The first is building a great culture. Actually, I could use 3 words to describe Google's culture. First word is mission. Second word is transparency. The third word is the voice. As I just mentioned, Google's mission, but how to support this mission? One of the famous words in this book is one of the famous sentence in this book is think of yourself as a founder. And when you work in the company, and you should consider your activities, your working style from the viewpoint of founder, not just from the viewpoint of your group, and also your own personal profit. I remember a blog to talk about the founder of BitDance, which is the uh, founder of the TikTok. He said when he was working in a company, a small company, he have done every part of the company. For example, he have worked as an engineer, software engineer to develop the website, and also he work as a back-end engineer to deploy the website. Also as operation engineer to support the website operation. Also sometimes he work as a HR roles and also management roles to practice himself. This work experience help him or cultivate him to work from the viewpoint of the founder and finally make him successful to create the company BitDance and also the TikTok. So When you are working, you should consider you are as a founder in the company to work, to decide your decision to uh, make it to for your work. Secondly, give people slightly more trust, freedom, and authority than you are comfortable. Give them. If you are not nervous, you haven't given them enough. Secondly, transparency. In order to, at Google, join commerce, you join commerce, you could access to any course for some important product course like YouTube, Gmail products, and also you can could access to products plans, other groups plans, and this information will help you to understand the products schedule, plan, and also company's direction. Secondly, there is a question to help you to ask any questions in the Google's top manager conference, and also you can ask questions to any leader you want. I think another thing to touch me that share the meeting record. In this book, he have give extreme examples. The biggest in financial invest company, Bridgewater Associates in America, and he have communicated with the HR operation in this company, and he mentioned that this company will share each meeting record to each member in the company. This will help the information be transparent and help company to be more transparent, and people get to know, understand clearly the direction or strategies of the which made or discussed by the top managers. I think this will help to or avoid some situation like that. Some managers or some top managers said, "Oh, I haven't said this," but if you but through sharing meeting record, this is can be avoided. Another is the voice. In the Google, you have also opportunities to evaluate your managers, like your manager evaluate you, and also give more voice. You can have more rights to decide some decision in the Google. Also, in order with the growing number of the employees in the Google, sometimes company have some bureaucracy issues. So there's a program, bureaucracy busters in each year. The employees or staff in Google can propose the issues that they want to solve from the top leaders or top manager in the company. And finally, choose the most voting issues for the top managers or the HR operation or the CEO to solve it. Finally, some policy in the Google can be proposed by staff, not just proposed by the HR department. And these three things help Google to build a great culture. I think this is this is the foundation of the Google. Why he becomes so successful until now. The second work rules for hiring. I think they're very famous sentence in the Google's hiring. Hire only people who better than you. Secondly, the line manager don't select their own team members. This is the general procedure of Google recruiting. Actually, uh, there is recruiting community which is consisted by different groups and different organizations, not just uh, by the managers. And also, the first step is the recruit screen. It's mainly selected. It's mainly to select the resume from the HR department. And the second round is the full screen. You have to sometimes you have complete some questions or coding questions through the video interview. After you after you could go to the next step, the on-site interview. I think this is the most difficult part in the Google's recording procedure. Sometimes it takes a very long time. It takes about 4 or 9 hours in this stage. For example, as an engineer, you have to complete the coding questions and complete you have to write your solution in the whiteboard. And also there is behavior questions interview. And after this stage is finished, and there is the interview feedback meeting, which held by the hiring committee. Each member of the hiring committee will give you will evaluate the performance of the candidate interview candidate, and finally decision made by the group discussion and the group uh, and this and reason. Yeah. After you pass this uh, round, I think this is the next step. It may talk about the salary or HR department, or which is the overall discussed by the top uh, managers or the top leaders in the company. And the procedure sometimes take a very long time. Sometimes one of my friend have interview Google and finally uh, obtain the offer from Google. It takes them almost 6 months.